up there in front of people that I don't even talk to and not look like I was like dying in my boots? What is going on? Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about me being baptized. I wanted to make it into a video and talk to you guys like one-on-one and like just tell you how it was for me personally. I low-key feel really awkward because I haven't sat down and recorded a video in a long time. So about me being baptized, I will be doing my makeup. So before anything, I do want to show you a video I recorded before being baptized, which will play now. Today is August 6th on a Wednesday. I'm really nervous, as you can tell. You might be wondering why, or you might not be wondering at all if not. Ever since a few videos ago, like when I was still in high school, I started a new journey and where I was trying to be a better person and get closer to God. Today is the day in which I get baptized. My emotions right now are, I'm scared. I'm scared of failing and like letting down God. I know it's gonna be tough in our journey. I'm grateful that I'm able to get baptized because it's something I've been feeling ever since like my last months of high school. I'm scared because I don't know if I have really bad anxiety, and me getting baptized in water and being surrounded by people is my biggest being with people. Surrounded by people. I'm proud of myself for this journey and what's yet to come. It's gonna be hard, but I won't be alone. I'm so scared, guys. I will try to record, but I don't think I will because I want to keep it more personal. I'm really scared. So now that you watched it, I don't know why I recorded it. Actually, I don't remember what was the exact reason why I recorded that video, but I'm happy I did. This is not my testimony video just because I feel like for that one it's a bit more like a lot more personal because it's like life experiences that happen, right? So I think when I'm ready I will be sharing that. I've always been a Christian, obviously. For those who know me and for those who don't, I was born into a Christian family. I've always believed in God and everything, but I didn't like fully comprehend what it was until like probably like 2 years ago. I was just really distant. I would go to church all the time in Mexico, but I wouldn't like, I would just go to church in Mexico and then come back and like not go to church. April of my senior year, I decided to start reading my Bible. Honestly, I don't know how it happened. Bible for this first time in a long time. In order for you guys to fully understand me, I think I would have to make my testimony video, which maybe I'll do it depending how this one goes. I started changing my ways. I do remember that. Like my thinking changed compared to before I started reading my Bible. Like in May, I had made a decision that I wanted to get baptized. I told my mom that I wanted to get baptized, and honestly it made her happy because I'm the first child to get baptized. Fast forward to like June, like the ends of June, I talked to my pastor in Mexico because I told him I wanted to get baptized, so I talked to him. He came to my house, we talked, but everything was good. He genuinely gave me a deeper meaning and a deeper realization of what being baptized is and what I have to do, and it's like this compromiso que tú tienes que hacer and servirle a Dios forever, and I will forever. And then he didn't come again for I think 2 other weeks, and this time I was actually upset, just because, not at him, but because during those 2-week frame where he didn't come, my pastor didn't come to my house to talk to me again, my dad was in Mexico, and I wanted my dad to at least be there for me being baptized because I wanted my family to be there. But it didn't happen, but it's okay. Tuesday he came. He gave me a last talk about if this is actually something I do want to do. Obviously I said yes, and if I was actually ready. Obviously I said yes. I got baptized on June 6th. I wrote something in my journal, I don't remember, but I tried going to sleep in the afternoon, couldn't, because I was so nervous. Like I was so nervous, especially big for me. You guys will find more about this in my testimony when I post it, but I'm the type of person who has like crinkling bad anxiety. My anxiety is so bad that when I was in school, I couldn't even raise my hand to go to the bathroom. If you saw me raising my hand to go to the bathroom, maybe that's a miracle, because I never went to the bathroom during class in school. I only went when it was like when you go to a different class. Like, I'm that nervous of a person. Like, I would have to stay home some days because I couldn't present in classes and it would affect my grades. Like, that's how bad of crinkly anxiety I had. And for me to stand in front of people being dunked in water was even worse. Like, I was so afraid. So obviously, I remember that day I sat down and I prayed, because I was like, please Lord, like, please, like, take away all this anxiety I feel. Make me feel like I'm peaceful, please, because I want to feel peaceful, because I don't want to be up there afraid. And the video I recorded, which I already showed, you can tell how nervous I was. Like, I didn't show the whole video. The whole video was like 5 minutes long, but I cut it. But that whole video, there were some parts where I couldn't get my words out, and then I just like look overly scared. I don't know how to explain it. I'll have to get to my makeup, sorry. I remember before we went to church, because we had gone earlier to church, because in my church there's like scheduled days for every single person to go earlier to clean like the whole church, because our church is really, it's in un terreno. It's like, and before we left, I went downstairs and my grandma found me in the couch and she was like, come here. And so I went to her room and she took my hands. I miss her so much. Oh my gosh. She asked me if I was still nervous, and I was like, I'm very, very nervous. And then she was like, don't worry, you'll be fine. You'll be okay. I prayed to God for you to be calmada, for your anxiety to go away. That whole time when we were at church cleaning the church, all I said was, Mami, tengo miedo. I prefer to do it somewhere more seclusive. But yet again, like, somewhere in the back of my mind, I was like, this way, maybe it's like good for me, because I've never done this in my whole life. Like, I've never stood up in front of people and done this, and this is like one of my biggest like goals in life to do someday, and like not be afraid anymore. When the time came, it was time to get baptized. My pastor called us up. It was like 4 people who got baptized with me. Pastor called me up. Very afraid, very nervous. Being in front of people who don't really talk to you in a church is so overwhelming. I didn't even do it for all the 13 years I was in school, and I never changed schools. I've been with those people forever, but I couldn't do it with, you know, like, I felt more afraid with that. And I remember the day before, my pastor had told me that he was gonna ask us 2 questions in front of the church, and I was like, what are you talking about? I'm already gonna get dunked in the water and you want me to answer 2 questions in front of the whole church? No. But then I asked my grandma, oh, does he ask like the questions while you're in the pool or outside the pool? And then she was like, oh, inside the pool. I'm like, I'm okay. Tell me why I get up there in the altar, and the pastor asked me the questions in front of everyone. And I was like, you know what? I can do this. I can do this. The good thing is that a girl next to me, so she answered the question first. Basically, the questions were, ¿Es this por tu propia voluntad? And I answered yes. How long are you gonna serve? Forever, forever, forever. It wasn't that bad. That part wasn't really that bad. But when I tell you, I just knew my face was red. I knew my face was red. Like, my face was turned red like a tomato, because that's what it always does. I cough in front of people, I'm red. I walk in front of people, I'm red. I go to the store, I'm red. Like, for everything, my face turns red. And then it's time to go in the water. Now thinking about it, but it felt like awkward, because it was like the pool, and then around it was everyone. Baby, I had a skirt on. Anyways, besides the point, I get in the water, right? I was still so nervous. I was the second person to get baptized. The first one to get baptized was my aunt. Still in that moment, I was in my head like, girl, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. You're nervous, but you could do this. While I was getting baptized and I was like this, came off the water. No, I was like this, and then I was crying like this. My pastor was on this side, and then I felt like something over here, like something like supporting me. I don't know what it was, but like something was like touching me. maybe God's presence, because I've heard a lot of stories of like what people feel during their baptism. Because like I know my grandma, when she got baptized, I think she saw like un camino and like trees. I think that's what she told me. So it's long story short, I did it. I felt really like overwhelming, I guess, because I felt like different. I don't know how to explain it. I genuinely don't know how to explain it, but I do feel like in that moment I felt different. I felt like new. I felt like, I don't know how to explain it, but it feels weird, but it feels like a good feeling of weird, if you know what I mean. It felt good for me. And all the hermanos y hermanas had to go up to them and welcome them to the church, because it's like the right thing to do. And I was nervous. I was really scared, y'all, because I don't talk to no one in that church. No one talks to me in that church at all. No one talks to me. Sad actually, because I go every year for 2 months and no one really talks to me unless they're like saying bye-bye when I go back home to America. Okay, and then they had lined everyone up and they welcomed us. This is the first time I ever felt welcomed in that church, not gonna lie. This was the first time that the people my age talked to me ever. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. If you know me, you know I hate being hugged. Absolutely hate being hugged, especially if I don't know you, don't hug me. But in that moment, when all those people I didn't know were hugging me, it felt like nice. I don't know how to explain it, but I didn't feel bothered by it. I was like, oh, okay. I cried so much when my grandpa hugged me, but I remember I sat down with my grandma and my mom, because usually I wake up, I go downstairs, and I eat breakfast with my mom and my grandma. And I remember this day, I don't remember which day it was, I think it was like 2 days after or a day after, my grandma told me that when I got called in front of the altar and I went, that I didn't appear nervous. I was like, girl, you're lying. That it looked like you radiated peace. And I was like, that's crazy. I looked really calm during that whole time. That when I got asked the questions of how long I was gonna serve God, no, if I was being forced to do this, she said that I looked so peaceful. Like I looked like not filled with anxiety as I usually do. When I asked my mom and my grandma, I was like, well, did you guys record? Obviously they did. And I wanted to see like how I looked like during that moment, because I knew my face was red. I knew my face was red because I was nervous. But when I looked at the videos, tell me why I looked like how I look like right now. No, I look like peaceful. Like right now I look peaceful, right? But they said that my face wasn't red. Shocker, because for me my face gets red for anything. Obviously that was all God's doing, because I know that was not my doing. I know I was nervous. This hermano came up to my grandpa. He told him something about me. I don't remember what he said. But I will be asking my mother, and I will be putting in this video. Okay, so it's like some days after, and my mom finally answered. I'm gonna read it off. El hermano came up to my grandpa. That the man said that he was happy to see that I was getting baptized and I was like the first granddaughter of my grandpa to do it. He also said that even though he wasn't a part of the family, that he could feel the happiness of what my grandpa was feeling, and that he knows that God has something in store for me very, very special. He said que Dios tiene algo muy especial para ti. Al frente tu cara reflejaba mucha paz y transmitías. It says that I radiated a lot of peace, and he saw something very special. So that was what he said. It's just crazy to me, because like never in my 18 years of living did I ever do something like that I did last night, and I didn't feel like I wanted to die. Oh, that's so depressing. Last time I did a school presentation was probably like in 6th grade, because from 7th grade to my senior year I was like mentally like bad in the cabeza that I didn't do presentations. If there was a presentation, I did not go to school. Like nothing. I would not do anything of that. So for me, like, to be up there in front of people that I don't even talk to and not look like I was like dying in my boots, what is going on? To end off this video, my baptism is a big part of me, especially because of everything that I struggled with, and in all that moment it being let go. And obviously I will be making my testimony video later on, because without God I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be able to say that now I'm saved and my name is in the book. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be posting my testimony video soon. Please like and subscribe. If you guys are also Christians, please follow me.